Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So Nebraska's offense making their way on the field today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it. Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs, it's Hall. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they'll bring him down after this short pickup.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
They pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play.
Hold it, open.
Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking to scramble now. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a fourth down decision coming up. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. And he scores. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And here's the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And first, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
Second down after that previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Tease. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Trying to find room. It's Hall. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Nebraska has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. It is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. It's third down for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
To me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Tailback takes the handoff again. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They got him, but not before making first down yards. They move the ball to the 41. The Cornhuskers moving quickly down the field here. Ball handed off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Important 2nd down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Reed. Short connection to the tight end here. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
This one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservative. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. The pocket breaking down. Breaks loose at the 45. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks Gets into the clear. It's a sprint. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Incompletion brings up third down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Handoff here from the shotgun. Moves the ball up to the 30. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Back to throw. It's Reed. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first sample play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. First down. They're going to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Allen.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback still with the football. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Aggies come to the line in a hurry up. On third down, it's a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. And the Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Slot the ball to 22.
Well, the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback. Reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others going back to Bucky Richardson. How about Reggie McNeil? Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. The Aggies will line up now. It's first and goal. Back to throw again. pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first-and-goal situation.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles, but the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. First down and 10. The back's got it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
And there's the handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Huskers. This offense really clicking. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Reed. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Personal foul gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback looking to scramble.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Defense is coming after him. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. And the Aggies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. The Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Pass complete. It's second down now.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here,
he's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, A&M. See if they can convert the point after.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Linebacker shifting around now. They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Crucial third down play right here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did